with default. So if I use this,
That's not the Detroit way.
What's the Detroit way?
You gotta speed it up plus 8.
Okay, let me do it. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so what I can do with beat jump is I've got 1/4 beat selected, and if I jump ahead, it's going to give it a totally different feel. So let's check it out, see what happens. 1, 2, 3. You guys hear what's happening? It's got this swing feel, right?
Only hit one pad.
One pad. This is what it actually sounds like. So it's a little gimmicky, but it's cool, especially for producers, because what you can do is you can take tracks, you can take samples, load samples in, and record everything you do. You can use beat jump to mangle it in that way. You can jump forward, you can jump back, you can do really weird stuff. Let me take that house beat again. Same kind of thing, like the cheat juggle, right? Kind of gimmicky, yeah, there you go. I'm going to be backstage. I'm ready. Nice. Any questions about beat jump? Okay, cool. Who wants to hear DJ Scratch? Are you ready? You want to do a little demo? Okay, loading up. Okay. Slicer. A not very understood feature of Toronto DJ. Now, Slicer only comes. Okay, they work. So I did that, Mary Had a Little Lamb as an example of what Serato Flip does. Like, I could do this manually, of course, but everybody's not capable of doing that manually. But Serato Flip is basically just that. You can flip any song in here. You can flip the beats. So like, for example, I'll play this joint right here. This is a game changer right here. Serato Flip is the game changer. So I'll play this right here, for example. Let me turn the actual flip off. Hold on. Let me turn the flip off. Y'all know that song, right? So, everybody's familiar with the cue points. The 62 has 5 cue points. The S9 has 16. So, we're going to get to that in a minute. But, so, I can take each note and make a cue point out of it and just go. Now, when you do that, of course, you want to drop Biggie, right? Yeah. But while you're doing that, you don't have another 2 hands to cue up Biggie. So with Serato Flip, you can make that flip with the sample, and it records inside the MP3. So I already made the flip already, so I'm going to play the actual flip that I made. Same MP3. Here we go. Oh, it locks in. Yes, it stores, and I can give it to you, and it'll still be in there. So whatever flip you make is actually attached to the MP3. It's attached to the MP3. So game changer. So here's the flip. And it does it by itself. And you can just do whatever you want as far as, flipping a sample. It don't have to be anything that somebody used. You can just make your own rhythm. So it's basically bridging production and DJing at the same time.
So basically it's like a sequence.
Exactly. So this is basically like having an MPC inside Serato. So I'll play a couple of more. This one right here is not Y'all familiar with this song by DJ Premier? Everybody salute DJ Premier. Great star. Rest in peace, Google. So I'm gonna play this joint. Y'all know this song. So I have a routine I do with this song where I make a different beat out of it. I juggle it. A different part of the record that nobody usually plays, but I do it. I usually do it on 45s. But once the Serato Flip came out, I'm like, wow, this is a whole other thing. So I'm gonna do it live without the flip, with just 2 turntables, and then I'm gonna show you how to flip it in the flip.
Come on, baby, get in the groove. Come on, baby, let's make smooth and get around. Don't everybody think the
Right? I do that live, but everybody can't do that. So we have the Serato, so we have to flip. You know what I'm saying? So check it. So here we go. This is the flip that I did.
come on, baby, get around.
So it's like turning this into an MPC. So you could just do that, right? And just take it to a whole, you could just like grab an acapella or something. I'm just freestyling right now.
Like a sound you hear that lingers in your ear, but you can't forget from sundown to sunset. It's all in the air, you hear it everywhere, no matter what you do.
You know what I mean? So
Drop this and let the whole world feel it. Let them feel it. And I'm still in the murder business. I can hold you down like I'm giving lessons in physics. Right. You want a bad boat like this? Drop it low and pick it up just like this. Yeah. Cup of Ace, cup of Goose, cup of Chris. I heal something worth a half a ticket on my wrist.
So this is how I do the flip. Before Serato Flip came out, I would do it manually. And then I just flip it. Now while I'm doing that, I gotta have extra 2 hands and bring my Superman powers and cue up the next record. So now that we have Serato Flip, we can just make the flip and then just drop the record and you ain't gotta worry about it. So you can just be queued up for this joint already. So here we go. Alright, don't nobody bite that. Cause I know y'all like, I do that at my party. Cats gonna be like, yo, we killed it. Ain't gonna give me no credit or nothing. So now y'all basically get the gist of it, like, and the great thing about the flip, you can make your flips while it's not plugged in. So you could just be like, in the crib or on the plane and just create some flips. Like, yo, I'm gonna flip this, so you just create it in your laptop while you're offline. So I'll play another joint. You know, so I'll play the flip now. Actually, I'm gonna make a flip live right here. I'll make one. Let me delete this one, and I'll make one real quick. And you just record it and it plays, but of course sync ain't gonna help you with this because you gotta be on beat. You know what I mean? Like you gotta actually hit it on beat and you gotta stop it on beat. So it ain't gonna make it that easy for you. Let me break down another one. This one might bug y'all out real quick. But I actually watched him make this beat. My little brother, Jay Dilla, rest in peace. Everybody make noise for Jay Dilla. Like I actually watched him make this beat. Y'all know where that comes from? No. Just because you see the BTS Express on the screen, I don't mean that's where it came from. That's the throw off.
I know, but the bass line.
Because you know when cats be standing over you looking at your laptop, like
Bass line sound like.
they be writing in their laptop like on their phone, like BT Express. Go on iTunes, beat, yo, it's not, I don't hear it. I don't fucking find it. Because I hate that. It's called transponding when somebody's standing over your laptop and all that. But it's not BT Express, it's Brass Construction. Alright? So go on iTunes and Construction. I like it. Brass Construction. So this is what I did to it. But y'all get it. But it's Brass Construction. Okay. He's looking it up.
I know it, trust me.
I'll play a couple of other joints real quick. So these are just all the flips that you can do now, so just make it, you know what I mean? Okay, this is a very, this is a popular one. Y'all know this one right here.
Oh, you see my love, and love ceases to be warm when the heat from your kisses.
Used by a lot of people.
Biggie.
That time says that it's over.
Who else? Who else? Who else used it? Who else? That's it. Who came?
Maybe it's no fun.
Who produced Ill Bomb? Who produced Ill Bomb?
I don't know who produced it.
He know everything except for that. My man. You know the song, that's, you get credit for that.
Masquerade is over.
Alright, check it out.
Oh, you see, my love, the love ceases to be warm. And the heat from your kisses can no longer be felt. That time says that it's over.
But just remember that as long as you live and breathe, as long as
So this is how you do it manually.
I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. As long as you live and breathe, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby.
And then I just recorded the flip like this.
As you live and breathe, I love you, baby.
Here's the flip.
As long as you live,
And then speaking of Ill Bomb,
I love you, baby.
alright? So y'all understand the flip? This flip is crazy, man. Like, I could do this all day. This is fun. Alright, I'm gonna play another track. We do flips all day.
Like, can't you see the love to me is everything? It's foolish how
I'm gonna do it manually first.
even though what we do is wrong. Even though what we do is wrong.
Now play the flip.
Like, can't you see the love to me is everything? Even though what we do is wrong. Even though what we do is wrong. Even though what we do is wrong.
It gives you enough time to get your cue up for the Jay-Z verse or whichever joint you want to bring in. Y'all know what it is. Here.
I got a bone to pick.
Now this track, as we know, does not have an intro. So whenever you want to make an intro, there's a lot of open points in this track.
I don't want you looking
So I made one today. Actually, this is my friend Matt Perry showed me how to do it, and we Frankensteined it today. So basically, I just went through, found all the open bits. So you guys can see it's jumping to the open bits, and I got basically an intro to this song. I can mix into it, and then when I'm ready, I go to the top, and then I just turn the flip off here.
I don't want you monkey mouth motherfucker sitting in my.
Does that make sense? You get that? Okay, so it's really good for extending intros, shortening intros, taking out a whack verse, and as Scratch showed us, for using it as a production tool. I'm a disco guy, so I also like to create disco in it. So I'll take this. And it also records reverses, sensor, which is kind of nice too. So the cool thing is you can actually have 6 flips per track. The way you create it is you click on this little flip icon here. It drops this. You'll see this little bar here. It's very simple to control. There's a record button, and let me take. Yes, question. Does not record the scratch.
If you hit the flip and you rub it,
It does not record the scratch. No. That's phase 2. Yeah, with editing features. So
1.9.
yeah, 1.9. Yeah. So at the moment, flip, as Scratch said, you have to be good. You have to be tight. Like with Slicer, I could be real rough and it was still going to sound quantum. If you're tight, it's tight, and if not, you're going to try again. So let me just really quick, a very simple one. So basically here, okay, that's what I already did. Okay, so in this case, I've got a break, like an MPC, I've chopped it up on the drums, so I got a kick, a snare, hi-hat, and just gonna do something really not fancy. So when I hit record, it's armed, it's ready, but it's not recording until I hit a key point. So I can let it play, it doesn't matter, and not until I hit a pad, it's gonna start recording. Here we go. Okay, so it was a little bit sloppy, but you get the idea. So I started playing it as soon as I hit the first one, it was recording, and I hit the out point right at the end of the 2 bars. Now if I like it, I save it, and it adds it to the next flip slot right there. And I can name it Whack 1. There we go. And I can call that up later. Now the other cool thing that you can do with flips is, as you have 6 of them,
Play that again.
yeah. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. No, that was a really bad one there. Oh, that was called the jet lag flip. No wonder. That was horrible. Question.
What's the difference between this machine and a tractor?
Tractor doesn't do this. You can DJ with tractor, but tractor doesn't do flip. Machine is like, it's a production studio, you know. This is DJ software with production capabilities. And machine and tractor are both negative instruments, but it's a different. Yeah.
Machine is you make beats with. Right. This is DJ with. That's what you can make beats.
Yeah. So it's a good question though, because the lines are definitely blurring between what DJing is, what production is, and what performance is. And I think a lot of software is kind of meeting in the middle. Some people say that's not DJing, but people like Scratch and other over-minded DJs realize that this extends their DJ capabilities. You can do some really cool stuff. You have a question back here? You can use a MIDI controller and map it if you want. Yeah. Yes, you could. So you can take an LPD8 or MPD or whatever and set that up to trigger those. Again, though, you can do it offline. You can use your keypad, just your QWERTY keyboard with the numbers to play it. So you can make flips anywhere. It's a studio ready to go. Any other questions about flip? It's $29, a lot of fun. Grab it. No. So yeah, you can put whatever file type is compatible with Serato. Yep. It doesn't, the WAV files, it doesn't attach very well, but it will save. But if you share that, it doesn't attach. The metadata doesn't attach very well to WAV. So I suggest using MP3s or AIFS. Those are the best file types. But as what's that? The TTM-57? The original one? No. So the TTM-57 doesn't, it's not compatible with DJ.
Third generation 57.
Yeah.
Is it compatible with the DDJ series controllers?
Yes, it is. Yeah. So anything that's compatible with Serato DJ, you can use flip on. Again, if you've got just a computer keyboard, you can do it. It's a lot easier with pads and whatnot. And you have certain controllers like SX2 has dedicated flip controls in it, built in here. But it's really easy just to do it on the keyboard or on the computer keyboard as well. Cool. Any other questions about flip? I do have the option if I want to change the display.
Let's say you have two songs, an instrumental and an acapella. Most of the time, they're not in the same key. They might sound fly because it's like, oh, yo, that instrumental, the acapella's dope, I ain't got that. But it's usually not in the same melody as the instrumental. With this, it tells you what key it's in. So when you throw each joint on, they're in the same key. So the acapella and the instrumental sounds like it came from that same record. It's a whole nother game. You understand? Okay, cool.
Cool. So that's opens up a whole new world of possibilities when it comes to mixing, especially if you've got a great acapella collection and you want to mix it with your instrumentals. Now let me just plug back in here. I think it's this one. And do you have a good demo for us?
Now just showing off.
Okay. Acapella collection. Yeah, question.
Just a quick question. Why would you want to have a smart crate as opposed to a crate? What's the difference other than, they're both doing the exact same thing, right? Like music, it's not,
Smart crate's just automated. You don't have to do anything. Yeah, it just automatically will filter it all in there. So how else do you guys use smart crates? So we showed you how you can use key. How else would you use it?
So when you add new music that falls into that category, it shows up there automatically. You don't have to put it there.
Okay. So how do you sort it by dynamic? How do you sort it by dynamic? Like you personally?
I mean, if you have rules, if you say, all right, I want songs between this BPM and this BPM, it'll show up there.
Yep.
And then Friday comes along and you add
More finesse and effect, cause I rhyme hard. Look good, flow smooth, yeah, the whole nine.
Yeah, okay. You don't have to manually do it, it's automatic. So yeah, you could put BPM range, you could put genres, artists, whatever. It's just gonna create those crates for you. So it's a good tool.
More finesse and effect, cause I rhyme hard. Look good, flow smooth, yeah, the whole 9 yards.
Do you ever mix with it? Do some key shit? We'll get to that. Oh, you do?
You don't have to do no soloing, brother. Just keep what you got. Don't turn it loose. Because it's a mother.
He just said no. You got some more tricks up his sleeve, I'm sure. Okay, so with pitch and time, you have the option. Say you have an acapella that you really want to mix with an instrumental, but they don't work together. What you can now do with pitch and time is you can shift those keys. And who said cheating? Someone say cheating? Cheating? Oh, man. Cheating. Everything's cheating, though. We take it back to 1972. This is all cheating. You know? Okay. There's, we'll move the line as we go. We'll see. Okay. So, let me just see. Did you manage to put together a good kind of key shift acapella?
I didn't analyze all of my songs. Do it in your lifetime.
Okay. I don't actually have, to be honest, I don't have a great demo. I just have some basic demos.
Just pitch it down live for them so they can see.
Okay. So let me just show you, I did this, I'm still personally, it's a new thing, I'm still trying to find ways to use it. So this is very simple. So gimmicky, simple, but you know, you just want to like change the key of the track.
Do it with an acapella. You have any acapella?
I don't have any acapellas with that. Yeah, I thought you really came acapellas. I came a little short on that one.
Does that work with flip?
Yeah, you can have a flip going. Yeah, you can totally have a flip going. I mean, let me just take a flip. What do you want to do? Okay, let's do another one of my cheap juggles here. Yeah, so it works.
But will it record the downs at the
No, it's not going to record that, no. But of course, you can always go to record tab here,
You need Ableton. Oh, yeah.
and you can record the audio of it as you go.
Eventually I might get there though, because 2 years ago you didn't have this.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's good to get that feedback because we send that back to, who knows where Serrano's from?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. So when we get that feedback from artists and from people coming to hang out, we send that back to them and say people want that. And they, you know, usually
I'm
necessarily
not
takes a little while.
necessarily saying I want it, but
It'd be cool if you could do it.
if you can.
Right. Okay. So just real quick, here's two songs that should be compatible. They're both in 4A. And I'm going to hit play again. Let's start with this one. And I know these two are going to mix because they're both in 4A. We're going to cheat, we sync, so I don't have to mix them. So you guys can hear that those two tracks, they work together. They can kind of lay over top each other. They sound like they work together.